To hit the water this weekend. Starting tomorrow, it's the start of scallop season. So we're on your side with everything you need to know before you hit the water. You're going to do some scalloping. So here's some quick rules to follow. Per person, you get 2 gallons of whole bay scallops in shell or 1 pint of bay scallop meat. Per vessel, maximum of 10 gallons of whole bay scallops in shell or half a gallon bay scallop meat. And standing by is our own scallop enthusiast. We have meteorologist Lauren Rautenkranz. So what are some safety tips if this is somebody's first time to go out and scallop?
Is that you?
I love the photos.
Oh, that's me. That's Maddie.
Oh,
girl.
look at baby Maddie.
The boat was off, folks. That's why she doesn't have a life jacket on.
Look like you got burned out there. Look at your face.
Yeah, I mean, that is full summer vacay Lauren, guys.
Wow.
Backwards cap. You know, I've got the sunscreen on, but when you're in the water for hours on end looking for those scallops, you can get a good burn.
Living your best life. I love it.
If you have never done scalloping before, you're probably thinking, what the heck? It's so stinking fun because it's good for all ages. You can do it in as shallow as 3-foot waters, and it's basically an Easter egg hunt underwater. You're looking for these little guys, you know, that have that delicious, juicy meat inside, and they're sitting in the seagrass, and you just kind of are scooting around. You always want to have a dive flag. You always want to have someone staying on the boat, watching out for the scallopers, right? So Ryan and I would do the buddy system when we went out with Maddie and some friends, you know, someone on the boat with baby watching out for everybody and other boats that are headed your way. And if you're in the water scalloping, you know, just make sure you're keeping an eye on how far away you get from the boat, because you can be scalloping, you say, oh, I got one, and you just keep going, and then you realize that you're super far from the boat. It's so much fun.
Do you want to give away any of the best spots to find
scallops?
scallops?
My gosh, well, our producer was just saying, Lauren, where have you gone? Oh, we've gone to Keaton Beach, we've gone to Steinhatchee, and then farther to the south, Crystal River and Homosassa. And the reason we're talking about scalloping today is because Crystal River and Homosassa, your season opens tomorrow. So actually, if we pull up our graphics here, I've got a picture of what they look like. All right, so underwater. So Steinhatchee, Keaton Beach, along that, you know, big bend of Florida, we've already seen your season opened up June 15th. But if you're taking a trip out there, this is what you'll see underwater with the snorkel gear on. And they're about, what, this big or so. And you just scoop them up, you putting them in your little mesh bag, and you go on about snorkeling, finding some more, okay? So 91, 92, we're looking out at Steinhatchee this weekend. And again, their season's been open since mid-June. For Crystal River, Homosassa, we're looking at those low to mid-90s, and it's going to be great weather Saturday and Sunday. Lots of sunshine, relatively low rain chances, and also 1 foot or less. I'd say as the winds pick up Sunday, we might see a moderate chop out there, especially towards Steinhatchee, but oh my goodness, very jealous of everyone headed out that way. How about if you're just on the boat on our coast, you're not towing it over to the West Coast today or this weekend? Your pick day for the weekend is going to be Saturday for that sandbar report. We've got lots of sunshine, temperatures near 90 degrees at the beaches, but you head west toward places like Pineapple Point, Bayard Point. We'll be talking about those mid to upper 90s. A heat index, if you're sitting on the boat, baking in the sun, about 110 degrees. It'll be building to throughout the weekend, so please jump in the water, cool off every now and then. Make sure you're hydrated. Low and high tides there for you. I'd say one to note at Fort George, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. Very nice and warm water temperatures as well. Our air temperatures are going to be quite steamy thanks to this heat dome. Although just to the north, if you are traveling or you have friends or family out this way, central portion of the country going to be dealing with some strong, possibly severe weather Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. And you can see how it stays in that same pattern with the drier weather here across the southeast. That's thanks to that high pressure, and those storms rotate clockwise around that from the north. Your 4th of July forecast, I'll leave you with this. Here at home, we're looking at very hot weather, our hottest weather so far of the season or the year, and really more than we've seen in quite some time as far as the stretch of 95+ degree weather goes. You can see though those thunderstorm chances increasing as we head toward Independence Day. Keep those outdoor plans, especially the fireworks plans. Things should be quieting down after sunset.